invest in lottery tickets. That is my retirement plan.
Okay, well, that's the dumbest retirement plan I've ever heard in my life.
Savings and wise investments? No, that's too slow.
You're just a dumb.
But if they win,
You
probably heard about the GameStop.
Go ahead. What are our goals, guys?
To not work. That's literally the only goal.
Apparently, we like living cushy lives.
Lower your standard of living, you entitled.
No, I will not do that.
Download my new Simpler Budget app today and take control of your money once and for all.
Hi, my name is Tom. I'm 32.
Hi, my name is Jane. I'm 32. We live in Austin, Texas.
And this is Financial Audit.
Guys, thanks for coming into the studio. Let's start with you, Tom. What do you do here in Austin for a living?
I am a software engineer.
Ooh, that can be money. What are you making?
It's complicated, with my base salary.
Okay.
Yeah, but with my base salary and bonus, comes out to $220.
Me.
Yeah.
Dude, well done, man. How are you like in? How long have you been in this position or working your way up?
So I went to college for a couple of years, then I got offered a job, so I dropped out. So I started working as a full-time software engineer when I was 20 years old.
Can you tell me why possibly it is the most high-earning people that have the most
Mo money, mo problems.
Yeah, I guess, but also more choices that got you there because you have the ability to control it more than most with such a strong income. Okay, Jane, what do you do for a living?
I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Okay, so no earnings. But that's so great. $220,000. It's not even comparable. You're like almost triple the median household income in the United States.
Forgot a big part of the income also. So I run a software agency also.
Really?
So before taxes, I bring in about $2,000 a month extra.
Okay.
I don't do it's pretty much passive work. I don't actively write code, but do a lot of like architecture review type stuff.
Sure. Okay. So what hits your account on a monthly basis through payroll?
See, part of the problem is I don't really really keep track of how much.
How?
Hits. General process is at the end of the month, before all the bills are due, I pay all the bills, and then if the vibes are off,
what the f is the vibes?
Like if the lines that they show on the little thick website when you log in go down or don't go down, then that's a problem.
What the f are you talking about? Lines? What lines are you looking at?
The Amex,
there are some graphs on the
there's
credit card.
Okay.
Well, he doesn't believe in budgeting.
Yeah, I don't believe in budgets, which is
straight up don't believe in budgeting. Yet you came on Financial Audit, Curious Choice.
An equivalent statement would be, I believe the budget should be zero, which I take to mean that we should prioritize only purchasing the things.
Yeah, but we don't.
Need, sure, I mean, that's aspirational, but
we don't.
So what the f is the point then?
We're fixing it.
No, you're not fixing it. What does everyone say? They come on and they say, I'm fixing it.
Well, this is the first part of fixing it.
No, I'm not a voodoo person. I can't just create things and make it happen. I'm not a magic pill. I, have the conversation, do the wake up call, get you on a budget, connect you with resources. Sure. But the actions and the choices and the behavior is still you. And if your belief in general is that budgets don't matter, then what the f would I do?
My main concern with budgets is that I can see how some people might interpret them as, I have a $200 budget for Walmart or whatever it is, so I'm going to spend $200. And I'm not much of a spender. You might find evidence to the contrary, but I believe a lot of the spending originates from not me.
Okay, so
what does that mean? Is that immediately pushing it towards to
others,
the wife?
Not me.
Wait, how long have you guys been married?
2016. So.
10.
Oh, this is a while. Any kids?
Yeah, and
we have 2 kids.
You have 2 kids. Ages?
Yeah. 5 years and 18 months. They're awesome.
Why?
5 years.
18. It's already a year. Why don't you just say a year and
it's a
like a half?
Yeah, that's a big difference between a 1.5-year-old and a 1-year-old.
Well, 19 months, I guess, because she's.
Okay.
It matters.
Sure.
It matters.
No, it matters more to me that he just said you spend all the money.
Well, okay. I do most of the daily spending. That's just true.
What is your daily spending? What is her daily spending?
He doesn't know.
In your perspective.
Well, so
and we don't budget, and that's usually how we learn where the money goes.
Last week that we had a credit card that had a balance on
What do you
it.
mean you found out last
So
week?
in the course of acquiring all the balance statements for the show, there was a surprise.
You didn't know.
I knew the
well,
credit card
okay.
existed, but I didn't know that had a balance.
Why
on it.
didn't he know?
Well, it's her credit.
Yeah, well, hers. So we're not doing things together.
We
We're
are
not
doing
planning. We
things
don't
together.
conversate.
We have merged.
No, hey, why didn't he know?
I think it was. I don't think that I was trying to avoid telling him. Maybe I was a little bit, but I was. I don't know. I don't have a really. I mean, I was embarrassed. I thought that I could fix it by myself.
Fix it by yourself with $0.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Is
So
really,
she does.
Yeah, but try to make it make sense because
Okay,
you
so
were
she
no.
doesn't-
Because you were trying to create some logic over there for this. So try to make it make sense because you thought about it. You sat. You put actions in place. Go on.
He sends me, or he used to send me $1,500 a month.
Before marriage?
No. He in marriage, he would send me $1,500.
her allowance. Yeah.
Her allowance? What is she? Just like a
Well,
child?
so
a
it's-
toy?
I don't guess so.
Supposedly,
Or
we
you just
have
like play with the thing under her
conversations.
nose? Like it's oh, good job, you got $1,500.
That's what it's there for.
Okay.
Okay, so he used to send me $1,500 a month, and then they'd be like, "We don't really have that to send over to you, so I'm sending you $1,000."
You
But
do, but also, but that's still
I
weird.
mean,
Sure.
but because we are in too much debt, and so
Yes.
a good chunk of that goes to $220 a week goes to childcare, and that comes from my account, and I need that.
My account, his account, sending money, my childcare, his childcare. What the fuck are you on about? Why is it so separated?
Well, it's
We only have one income source anyway, so why overcomplicate it?
well,
Doesn't make sense.
We just kept the accounts we had since we were in college, and we got
Yeah.
together in college. so
Yeah,
never-
wonderful. And then
never
you
opened up a-
change it.
Never opened a joint.
Why?
I like having
Why?
control of. Okay, I like having
Control over
no
what?
control over my own money.
Huh?
I like having control over my own money.
What
when
money?
I
You
have
don't make money.
Well, the allowance money.
the
Allowance money because she's a toy. Okay.
I'm not a toy. I'm not
Why
a toy.
you need an allowance? Why aren't you guys?
Toys don't receive.
I also
allowance.
spend on the other thing, on the other card. I also spend on the other card in that I try to only spend.
Wait, childcare.
I
I thought you were a stay-at-home mom.
am a stay-at-home mom, and Tom works a ton, and
Which somehow means
so I need
you're gone.
So it means that I need a break sometimes. I need
Oh,
to be able to
okay.
do
So how
stuff,
much break do you take?
twice a week for 4 hours.
not bad. Okay.
I do have a sitter come, and I do things that I can't do while watching
Yeah,
the
that's fine.
kids.
If it's in the
And
budget, it's fine.
it would
doesn't
be if
exist.
we.
Yeah, I realize that. So what? This is what I'm confused. The allowance thing. I guess just maybe the word allowance just feels so weird to me because it's so children.
I'll tell you where it's coming
But why aren't we literally just spending the money that would go into a joint account and we decide where we're allowed to spend money by just talking about it and putting it on a spreadsheet, not even doing we will spend this much on fun or whatever this month, even though you can sit down and actually plan for the next month, but whatever. That's just saying we're able to spend this much. Why is that not done? Why is it, okay, let's just throw off money over to my apparent wife and then it's just a black hole that doesn't matter or exist anymore.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't, I think it's accounted for.
The main concern is that I have not an issue, but a fear that I may be a contributor to financial abuse if I don't.
Financial abuse. That's a loaded word. Go ahead. Actually, like,
I
explain.
don't want to be accused of financially abusing my wife for.
Wait, you think you're
not-
going to get canceled by your wife?
No, he just wants
I mean, in
to
general,
have some,
our
an
peers,
account
or-
What
where
would
I
you
have
do? What was this? What is this?
autonomy over. I have autonomy over a small
I get that, but
account.
I get that. financial abuse, that is a loaded term.
Sure.
What the do you think you would do?
Not allowing her to have access to money that we effectively both put in labor for. She, watches the children, cooks laundry.
So
I think
you
that it's
just
his
don't
own-
be a fucking asshole, or you see a therapist, or you have conversations. What the fuck? Are you saying you can't control yourself?
I don't know. It's just easier to say if she wanted to leave, she has an opportunity to leave because she can be saving this money.
Leave?
I think
Leave the marriage.
Yeah. Or
What are you doing? What is this marriage? This isn't a marriage.
Okay.
This seems like this is a friendship that has a little diddle here and there.
No.
It's just insurance. Just insurance.
Insurance,
For her.
you prenup, but insurance for
I
her.
have
It's not even
autonomy over some of my own.
autonomy. No. Why are you guys not deciding as a household where money can go? And then you can still, if we have a fun category, you can still spend whatever it is. In that fun category, you just put categories on things. Why autonomous on what? What are you doing?
I'm making bad choices.
And because of that, if she only has access to whatever the cash I give her plus her credit card, that if she is the root cause
I mean,
of
I
the
don't only
spending,
have
then
access
it
to
protects
that, though.
the other.
Hey, is this working?
No.
Okay, so I don't give a fuck. Why are you defending it?
maybe I'm
no. Look, hey, guy, girl, look at the things I have in front of me. You're on the show. If it was working, you wouldn't be here. Why defend this fucking method of insanity? That is objectively not. Oh, go ahead. What's your little plan? We're 8 years into marriage, and so far it's a complete fucking mess. 7 years now.
So I invest in lottery tickets. Not literal lottery tickets, even though I like to purchase literal lottery tickets.
Why are you with your words? What are you saying?
So I like to invest in startups. So I have some equity in some.
How much?
I can't tell you how much those companies are worth, or
you don't have
percentage.
to tell me the companies. Can't you tell me how much you invested?
Oh, sure, $40,000
over the course of
since I started. So 10
started what?
10 software engineering. So 10 years or so, and
great.
Maybe
so,
some of those,
which you probably shouldn't do unless your retirement is substantial, because now you're essentially waiting
part
for
of what I'm
exit.
getting to.
You're either
part of what I'm getting to is that is my retirement plan.
Okay, well, that's the dumbest retirement plan I've ever heard in my life.
Sure, yeah.
I mean,
it's very
probably,
but
it's
high
the one
very
we
high
got
risk.
right now.
No, there's another one, and then you borrowed against it.
Savings and wise investments? No, that's too slow.
Yeah.
10% a year is slow. 50% over the last 2 years is slow. I'm kind of happy with the 50% increase in my money. I'm sure that's more than you got.
Hold on, what numbers are you saying? You're saying if I invest 10% of my
The S&P
income,
500 over the last 2 years had a combined 50% growth.
Oh, sure. If you want to cherry pick the most recent,
the
bull
time
market.
that it is right now.
Right.
Instead of choosing
when the
years
bear
like 50
market
years
comes,
ago.
you won't be saying those quotes. Oh, the
No,
S&P
you're right.
lost.
In the bear market, I'll be thrilled. I'll be fucking nutting everywhere, investing like crazy because I love a bear market more than any market because that means I get to put money in.
Capital, yeah, sure.
Which you do. I don't get what point you're trying to make.
As you will find out, no, we do not.
No, you do. You're just a dumb. You have the capital.
But
you put $40,000 into startups.
But required expenses. And if
You
any
don't
of
get
those,
access to it until liquidity events. How many are still around that you got in?
both of them are still
Oh, it's
around.
only 2. So it's not
yes.
even diversified. Greg.
No, but I'm kind of just started this whole entrepreneur thing, founding companies. Also, and so the companies I found I would own, 100% or 50% if I find another non-technical co-founder. So I'm only 32.
What, the one that you get 2,000 hours a month from?
That was my software agency. That's not so.
He's had employees and stuff, so that's just
Yeah, I had maybe 2 years ago, 5 full-time employees. And
Must have been nice if they could have kept their jobs.
The market and ChatGPT kind of us.
Go on, what?
Yeah, so the software engineering market is kind of tanking right now. So you've seen layoffs from Meta.
So you got rid of all your 5.
No,
I still have
one. Was this the agency?
Yeah, my software agency.
What was your monthly revenue then compared to now? Gross.
I lost on a month, I think around $10,000 or so since my software agency.
No. Gross, what were you bringing in then? Gross, what are you bringing in now?
I don't even know. So
Come on, the revenue that comes in on average, guy.
Right now.
Stop touching the table with your damn ring.
All right,
All I know is that he lost $100,000 doing that, and he was.
What do you mean? It was like worth 100 and then it went to zero, or you put in 100
and put in $100,000
and didn't earn it back.
He put into $100,000 into this. He also quit his higher paying job right before.
Oh, because I was working a full-time job at the same time as starting this.
Here's the crazy thing. I am not necessarily against it. This country is great in the world of you get to take that risk. You get to do that.
Oh, thank
and you find out if you win or not. But there are levels that I would get you to first before you're allowed to take that risk. That is having probably a year's emergency fund, making sure you have hey, how about I talk? Some sense of retirement. You know, that would be on track and let it grow while you're going off and fucking around. But I love the idea of you going in and putting some money into something you feel confident in and grinding on it and creating jobs. I love that. That's great. And you know what? It went to zero and that happens and you can try things again. But the foundation, man, for the sake of your family and 2 kids, by the way.
That's what I
Do you
learned.
remember when you guys told me you have 2 kids? Yeah, that's an interesting little thing. Maybe we should take care of them instead of our own selfish desires. Maybe we have a foundation.
I learned that after
Interesting
seeing
results
that.
for someone that has learned something and decided not
Well,
to
now
correct
I think
it.
I'm paying the consequences of those actions from a few
When'd you
years
lose
ago.
the 100?
That was
the end of
2023.
So this
So
year,
you've had 2 years to build a fully
I am
funded emergency
profitable
fund.
now. So
No, 2 years to have a fully funded emergency fund.
So
I don't believe in that.
Okay. So
so
2022. Hold on.
Curious about Ozempic or Wegovy, but not sure if your insurance covers it? That's where Ro comes in. Ro can help you understand if GLP-1s are right for you and your goals. But that's just the beginning. Ro members have support throughout the process. That means no insurance paperwork, and you'll have access to your provider on demand for any questions. Plus, you can sign up online for the comfort of your own home. That means no waiting for an in-person doctor's appointment, no commuting to the doctor's office, and no waiting rooms. Join the over 250,000 people who have already chosen Ro to access GLP-1s. Go to ro.co/Caleb to find out if you're covered for free. That's ro.co/Caleb. Go to ro.co/safety for boxed warning and full safety information. Prescription only.
2022, I had a bunch of health stuff happen, and then so we were kind of hemorrhaging money then, and then
Did you not have good insurance?
No, we had good insurance. But,
she hit her out-of-pocket max, I think, twice
Oh,
already.
jeez.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had like
The next enrollment, did you up it?
We
The
pay
coverage.
for the most expensive insurance and the most.
Okay.
I mean, I'm kind of broken. I have a bad eye and got my tonsils out and have like genetic issues and OCD. I'm like totally a mess. That's not funny, but it's true. And so we spent a lot of money on medical stuff in 2022. And then I got pregnant from IVF.
Which was expensive.
Which was expensive.
We
Which
had
I'm not against you doing in a smart
my
way.
company pay it through insurance, but still, even after all that, copays and deductibles, all that, we still ended up paying several $1,000s for that.
Which
Yeah.
again, I'm not against. Just do it in a financially healthy, smart way.
Then Tom had a mini stroke at the beginning.
You had a little stroke?
Yes, this is tiny.
A little
one.
touch
It's a
of stroke?
Tiny one. So I was
What
working
happened?
a
And he
full-time.
was working in the hospital too.
Yeah, because I had 3 full
Well,
days.
what's up? What's up? Did
so-
they figure out a root cause or
Yeah, just
anything?
I have like a stage 1 hypertension, and when there's like
Whoa. Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. Are you taking medicine?
yeah, I take some aspirin.
Okay,
and,
I mean,
changed my diet.
physically look relatively healthy, but are you keeping just like salts and everything under control?
Yeah, and red meats I stopped eating, and that's helped a
Damn,
ton.
that's a
But,
shame.
Yeah, so I didn't know. I guess that those triggers would cause that, and with the stress of having a full-time software engineer.
What was it
job.
like? What was the mini stroke?
What was the
It
minister?
was terrifying.
Just like what happened?
Yeah, it's called a TIA, trans something. So basically, what happens is that a blood clot forms somewhere in your brain due to either high or
Yeah, but
low.
what happened to you? Just like
It was-
in the moment, just like what?
It was
Well, it was
terrifying.
kind of
He
traumatic, but basically, what happened is that
didn't want to go to the hospital either.
Yeah, I didn't want to go outside. And I don't know if I needed to go to the hospital.
Probably the
You
first time
did need
went
to go to
outside
the
in a
hospital.
decade.
You had
Yeah,
a mini
no,
stroke.
I don't. Google says as long as you're not suffering any major consequences.
Buddy, what was the feeling that you had for sake?
So basically,
Oh my gosh.
I lost or started to lose feeling in my right leg.
Mm-hmm.
It was like looking droopy. It's like I sent Jane a picture of that.
Your
Like,
leg was looking droopy?
Yeah, I was just sitting down and my right leg was just like sagging. Like, this is really odd. I sent Jane a picture. Like, hey, in case I die, here's this. And I stood up and immediately I couldn't feel any or move any of my right side. And then
That's terrifying.
Yeah,
And he was so pale.
Yeah,
Tom came in and he was like,
I'm sure your blood pressure just went.
he was just
Just
so
like-
pale. It was so
Yeah.
scary. It was
Yeah.
like so scary.
and the left side of my face was drooping.
So what did they do to get you back to normal?
They did a bunch of
So the whole
testing.
thing only lasts about 20 minutes or so. It's not like a full blown stroke where you have to like do.
So
a
now
lot
you're
of,
just in prevention mode, making sure
yes,
you stay
yeah.
healthy. And
Yeah, and I
happen.
still like I went to physical therapy for a little bit to fix my leg, and I still need
Has
to
it worked?
do. It still has a bit of like balance problems and things like that. And there was I guess a little bit of like damage to the language center of my brain for like about a week.
Really, you're
where, like,
yapping uncontrollably.
Oh, yeah, for a week. That's why they didn't
for
think
a
it was that big of a deal because like
He might need to have another one again so you can
people.
shut the f- up.
It was
kidding.
really
I
it was really really
I know.
scary. It
I'm
was
sorry.
really really
And I'm
scary.
glad you've gotten your diet under control and that you're taking it seriously. Are you taking it seriously?
Yes,
Is
very
he
much so.
taking it
And
seriously?
That
I mean-
that was the wake up
Good.
call I needed, and that's when I decided I need to leave my higher
Yeah.
paying but much stressful job.
Wait, how much were you making at that time?
I don't know.
210.
My base salary was 210, and there was like bonuses and stock and stuff like that. Like on paper, I was a millionaire, sure, but that doesn't mean anything.
On paper, we were not a millionaire if all of the things were on the paper.
or if I was dead, right? Like
What, your life insurance?
we do have life insurance, yes, but I wouldn't get to enjoy that if I was dead. So
Guys, what the f- is going on? What is
I'm
happening
hoping you
today?
can tell me because I
Well,
don't
just
really understand.
for just from your own standpoint, I'm just so confused. Money's coming in. Where is it going?
Out.
Okay, so I spend probably too much on all sorts of random crap that doesn't even matter. I spend too much on toys for the kids. I spend too much on groceries. I spend too much on eating out.
Where's the control then? You're acknowledging all this. Where's the control? Where's the fix?
It's
Where's
not
the conversation?
there.
No, obviously, but where's you trying to do anything? You're acknowledging. Where's the little big girl attitude? 33?
I just.
And so it's better that you get your little special girly fund. It's better that you get little
No.
mommy fund.
I mean, in the
Mommy
short term,
gets her
sure,
own
yeah, it
money.
feels
I
good.
mean,
Yeah,
and I do
feel-
like having the
that's
autonomy.
great.
And I would,
Autonomy. How's that working? I don't think it's working very well. Maybe we should
debt.
have oversight of our own money together and maybe try to get towards the goals we have together as a couple.
yeah, I mean, I don't know
might be
what our
interesting.
goals are.
Oh, good. Why?
And we probably
What are
have a
your
differing
what are our
opinion.
goals? Go ahead. What
So-
are our goals, guys?
If didn't exist, either through divorce or death or some other reason, I still want to achieve the goals that I have set up for
Which
myself.
are
To not work. That's literally the only goal. I do
Okay,
not
well, you're
want
doing
to.
a job at that. You could probably fire it, dude. No one's really doing fire anymore, but you could have fired with your income.
Fired?
Yeah, financial independence, retire early.
Yeah.
But instead, you're just blowing it all on risks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also a gambling man, so that's kind of why I do that.
Yeah, that's what we want in our fathers.
Yeah. But if they win, like in when was that?
If
The-
they win,
in-
no
Did you probably heard about the
You
GameStop?
Yes.
Yeah. So
That was really dumb.
yeah. So everyone was on Reddit was talking about it. It's like, okay, this is sure
Okay,
guaranteed way
I
to
told
get
you
money.
about it.
Yeah, she knew about it and she wanted to invest money in it. I was like, GameStop, the company that sells physical media.
We did make
Like,
money.
Yeah, but I took out $20,000 from
Out from what?
from my one of my retirement.
Why didn't you just buy it? Why didn't you
Because I
just?
didn't have. Oh, I had some money, but not $20,000.
Yeah, no. But in your retirement fund, why didn't you just buy it in the retirement fund?
I mean, that's what I mean. Is that
So you didn't take out of your retirement account to buy it in a brokerage or something.
He took it out of the
original
current
investment
things that it was
yeah, so like
invested in.
S&P 500, whatever the target date was. So like
Yep.
effectively taking it out and put it in this high risk investment. And the day we did that, the market opened and Robinhood turned off the buy button. So everything went down to virtually zero. But we held because we have diamond hands. And eventually the stock bounced back. And we came out like a 10K ahead. And in order to use that money, then we took out that profit. The was like 8K after withdrawal or withholding.
Even just starting now at $0, 20% of your income with an average 10% return, you'd be retiring with $7.2 million at 62.
62.
Oh no, that's horrible.
Too old.
Well, how much do you need to retire? Because that's 7 by then. You would have millions before then.
I guess I haven't done the math to see how much money I need.
What do you want to have in terms of income on a yearly damn basis?
Enough to live.
No, you tell me how much that is.
I don't know how much that is. That's why.
So what is the point of anything you have done to retire early if you don't even know what the number is?
Because
that's dumb.
What is it? 4% out of whatever is invested is what you need to live on. So
no. That's not what you need to live on. I'm trying to get you that number, and that number needs to be 4%. But why is that number? $100,000 a year?
10 million. All right.
No. A year? $100,000 a year?
$200,000 a year.
Yeah. Let's
you
do that.
need $200,000 a year?
Well, apparently.
But apparently we like living cushy lives, and I like living a cushy.
No, you're living beyond cushy. You're not living cushy. You're not living within your means. You don't know what cushy is.
I do know what cushy is because I've overspent into cushy.
Okay, so just figuring it out. Okay, so you would need to withdraw 4% on a yearly basis, and I'm just assuming I'm just in my brokerage, moo. Buying some S&P 500. You need $5 million. And when did you start making $200,000 ish? Let's just call. Let's go 2000.
It's like grown linearly.
220,000. When was the first year you did that?
Last year.
Oh, okay.
But it goes up by like 10, 20K a year or so.
Yeah, it'll plateau in your probably like 50s.
I mean, it's kind of already plateaued because I don't want to do the jobs that make you have more money because they make you do stuff. And
you married this happily?
Yeah. He
26 to 27 years. But that's at 20%. You could have probably invested about 50% of your money to get to this lifestyle if you really wanted to.
Yeah, but what happens if I
shut the up for a second, 100 times? Then it doesn't matter. You won't know that you sacrificed because you're dead.
If I have a terminal illness,
because you're a rotting corpse.
I know that I would have been able to enjoy it more.
Move to Canada and then. I don't know.
Okay.
Does that work? Why would that work?
I like him. He should stay here.
No, guys, so what's the point you're trying to make?
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
No, you said you want to retire as early as possible.
I said I don't want to be working. So if that means I need to retire at 46 and find a way to solve the problem one way or the other, including Canada and suicide.
The problem would be...
at age 50, then I'm fine with that.
No. The problem would be in order to not work, you need enough money to sustain yourself. You could have been investing 50% of your income since last year, and it would have taken 18 years or 17 years from now, and you could have been retired.
50.
Yeah.
I could...
Yeah,
still on the older side. I could settle.
Yeah, but that's happy. You could probably invest more if you really wanted to. Live in the household median income of $75,000 here in Austin. You could probably retire in 13 years. That's just a little bit of sacrifice. Instead, you guys just want to live it up every second of your life. Major channel announcement: budgeting. It's a new year. We're all trying to budget. We're all trying to make it a little better. We're trying to improve our life. A lot of people on the show, a lot of people out there that I've heard from, they try to start a budget. They can't stick to the budget. It's because it's all too damn complicated right now. You use any of the budgeting apps out there, and it's crazy. It's hard to know what's even going on. It's impossible to set up, and it's a chaos to manage. That's why over this last year, I did the thing. I made a budgeting app for you guys. This does not need to be complicated. You're trying to take control of your life, so it should be simple. It should be chill. It should be easy to set up and easy to manage. I've called it Simpler Budget because that's all it is. It's your simpler budget. But we up the ante with continued education and an ad-free version. In the premium version of Simpler Budget, you can track your spending, set goals, and stick to a plan that actually works by connecting to all of your bank accounts automatically. No manual stuff here. There's actually weekly live sessions with financial professionals to answer your questions and keep you on track. They'll be teaching lessons and you can ask them things and they will actually help. There's also weekly mini classes keeping you up to date and educated on every financial topic you need to improve your life. Plus, for a limited time right now, you get access to our new budget-friendly cookbook with 55 money-saving recipes to eat well without overspending. And because I love you guys and it's a new year, literally anyone who signs up for the month of January gets all of this, including premium, for free for a month. It's time to actually make a budget and stick to it for the first time ever. Let's take control of our 2025 and make this the best year ever. Download the Simpler Budget app today, a link in the description below. This budgeting app will change your life. And now to your goal, you're further away than you've ever been because you're just further in debt and you have no real investments to speak of. You have a couple unicorns that you hope turn into something. That's not a strategy because the vast majority of those fail.
Right, that's why I'm actively looking for more opportunities and basically
it's called just the fucking regular stock market. I'm not going to give investing advice, but go through our investing class and learn how to fucking define your investing profile, risk associated with it, and learn your investment portfolio based on that. You get it for free, so you take it. You guys get it off 15% off when you bundle it with all our other classes, but you guys get them for free. So why don't you do that? I don't know. And then you said even something crazy like get into these documents. This is take us forever. He said something. What did you say? You don't believe in an emergency fund? You're a father. Like that's just irresponsible.
I disagree with his stance on this.
Well, good thing you're the breadwinner. Okay. Like I don't know.
Well, I mean that is part of the issue. So if I'm responsible for bringing in the income and managing the bills, then I feel like I have a little bit more liberty to take these higher risks.
But you shouldn't, though. Every money move that the household makes should be collected from the two heads.
I didn't know how much debt we were in until he told me how much debt we were in.
When did he tell you?
So...
Well, you had a hidden credit card, too, so...
Well, it wasn't a hidden credit card.
Hidden debt?
It
was a hidden debt. He knew the credit card existed, not the debt.
Okay, maybe
so
that's
when
true.
did you learn how much debt he had?
So, we were building a tiny house on our property because at the time that...
When?
Okay.
It started around 2021.
Yeah.
And they just
so you learned in 2021?
No.
When did you learn how much debt he has was the fucking question.
Okay.
Well,
probably at the beginning
we have.
Probably at the beginning of...
we. Okay.
Yeah, when it's convenient.
Oh, progress, guys.
Probably at the beginning of this year. I learned because...
Not 2025.
Sorry.
Last year.
2024.
Okay.
So at the beginning of 2024, I learned that he took out $60,000 in loans that I didn't know about.
Where'd they go?
Where'd they possibly go? We started a build for the tiny house that was supposed to be $140,000.
And you thought that was cash flowing?
So we had originally taken a cash out refinance.
Yeah.
I have that loan.
This is during the peak COVID housing pricing boom.
So we got
we took advantage.
$166,000 from that, and then we signed onto a contract to do a tiny house build that was $140,000.
It's pretty cool.
It is really cool. And then they increased the price to $174,000.
Who did? The builders?
The builders.
Okay.
And we almost didn't do it. We really shouldn't have done it, but then we decided to go ahead.
Is it making money? Do you have two homes?
It's my office.
He works from it.
And guest house.
What a joke. What a joke.
Now, hear me out. So I'm having a really hard time keeping down a job. Like the job that I had before this, I was only there for 6 months. Just the stress gets to me and being...
And what are you going to do? For the rest of your life?
That's the problem I'm trying to solve.
Disability? What?
Well, these lottery tickets. Like if any of these...
You mean the company? Stop calling them lottery tickets. They're still stupid investments for
sure.
your position.
If any of the companies I either invested in or start print, then that's the solution. I don't have to work.
Yeah, but
he works way too hard.
When people do these little angel investments and little startup businesses in the way you're doing, they do it 200 times to hopefully get one. You've done it 2 businesses and then one you have.
Right. And then the
your
various
odds are not looking good.
Right. So I'm just going to keep going until that number reaches the 100,
Yeah,
200.
you're already a decade and a half into adulthood, so really
right. So I am.
Keep going, and we're only 3 in.
I am 32, and I have given myself about 8 years or so. After 40, it's kind of hard to get money because of ageism and
Sure, but the median startup age in the United States is 45.
Not the unicorn technical startup that I'm trying to either start or be a part of.
Yeah, why have a successful business that doesn't get to $1 billion but still supports our household and gives us the freedom we crave? That would be a horrible thing.
Yeah, right, which is why we're here.
You're a child. Yeah. I don't know how you guys are going to make it through anything, guys. I really don't. We haven't touched the numbers, but you're talking about an allowance, not believing in an emergency fund. Haven't been able to even hear your defense of that one yet. And don't believe.
Do you want to hear it?
Sure.
As far as I
understand. Are
understand.
you coming on here to just mentally jerk off thinking you're you are intelligent in many ways.
I'm
proven
here
to be
because
successful
I'm wrong.
in some ways.
I'm here because
Then why are you defending shit?
To give you context as to why I believe this, and maybe you can help me correct my thinking. So, as far as I understand,
here, I'll correct it right now before you explain it. It hasn't worked so far, a decade and a half. So you do something different.
Right, but I don't know what that different thing is. So I'll tell you how I've been operating now. So an emergency fund, as far as I understand, is maybe 6 months of what it takes to run your household. Our household right now, even when we are telling ourselves we're cutting back and things like that, is more than we're bringing in.
Because you don't budget.
So
because
I would
you refuse budgets as well.
Right. So I would need to have an emergency fund that is over $100,000 just sitting there doing nothing.
No, it's cutting to the bare minimums. You're not doing the bare minimums. You already defined it correctly. What, are you stupid? Are you not listening to your own definition?
Can you tell me what the bare minimum is? Because
what it costs for you guys to live without giving up life.
I mean, apparently that's what we're thinking.
No, you're not. Your luxury spend.
Let's go through it. Go through it. Tell me what's stupid, because I'm thinking I'm living a life that I think
sure, $1,212 on going out to eat. That's stupid. Don't need that to survive.
How much would that be if we ate inside? Like realistically,
two parents. 2 kids, ages 5 and so one's still on titty?
No,
he's not titty.
Titty's done.
I don't know when titty normally ends. I've never had one.
Titty can go on for longer than this, but titty was done at 1.
Because
remember, this is on top of our
shut for a second. I'm doing a little thing. Exactly. That's 15 on top of you spending 1,000. You spent 1,034 on groceries and 1,280 now. I could have done 1,000 on groceries and you would have been fine.
1,000.
Okay, yep. What were those numbers again?
What? Huh?
What were those numbers again? Can you say the numbers again?
1,034 on grocery stores, and then 1,212 going out to eat.
Oh, so you're saying with $1,000 we should be able to cover all our food
groceries easily? Not even an issue.
He doesn't cook at all.
Great. Do it.
Working can't.
How many hours a week are you working?
Anytime I'm not actively
too many hours a week.
24/7 basically.
Fun fact, usually when mothers stay at home, they're usually able to prepare meals. Trad it up if you want to. I don't care.
I am able to prepare meals. I do prepare meals.
Wonderful. We solved the issue.
But sometimes I'm going out and like if I'm going to doctor's appointments or something.
Are you pretending generations of people have not done this?
Generations of people had multi-generation households. We don't have
in the United States of America, though, yes, at least in the 20th and 21st century has been more traditionally like this. If you're going back to an 18th, sure. And you're right, other cultures do have multi-generational households, but in the United States, in a traditional sense, at least in the 20th and 21st century, is more traditional like this.
I mean, I think
so you're dismissing them. At least 3 generations of people.
No, I think that we need some amount of relief for me cooking every single meal.
I'll give you relief. Meal prep.
I do meal prep.
We figured it out. You cook only a few times a week and then you warm it up the rest of the time.
So some of those eating out meals are actually.
You know what you're doing? Do you know what you're doing right now? You're doing the defeatist, it will never work mentality. And you're right. This will never work if you have that mentality. If you give up and it's not possible, it is literally not possible. People who want to do it, who have more kids than you, and both work.
With lower standards of living, sure. Like,
lower your standard of living, you entitled.
No, I will not do that.
Great.
No.
So go ahead and have it so that you have. So go ahead and do it so that you guys are never able to retire and your kids put their lives on hold to take care of their irresponsible
just like
parents.
Everyone else.
Just like everyone else?
Just like everyone else.
Are you fucking stupid? What are you talking about? My parents are going to be able to retire because they sacrificed eventually once they figured out financial literacy. So I'm not going to have to put my life on hold to deal with them. But because you guys are babies, when your kids are trying to navigate their early adulthood, they're going to have to put their life on hold because their parents decided to not grow up past the age of 5.
That I think is acceptable to me. And the reason is...
Really? They didn't consent to come in this world, but you guys chose to bring them in. And that's fair to put that burden on them? Fuck you. No. What entitlement do you have? Disgusting.
So I am a
disgusting.
I am a first generation American.
Congratulations. Welcome to the red, white, and blue.
My parents came to the United States from a country where there was no opportunity. Food insecurity was a thing.
Cool.
Even during my home when I was growing up, food insecurity was a thing. My child eats food, has access to food. That's immediately better. And if it means that...
You thought when I said lower your standard of living, I said let them starve? What the fuck are you talking about? Why are you trying to take it to an extreme? Well, no, you're living off of basically $300,000 a year, earning $200. I'm saying live off $100.
Be supporting effectively a Nepo baby lifestyle of like me paying for their college. I do not believe in paying...
I said you guys are retiring and is you paying for their college? No, you are literally conflating things in the most stupid fucking way possible.
You were saying that... I forgot what you're saying.
You can choose to pay for their college or not. I don't give a That's up to you. I'm saying...
Oh, sure. You were referring to...
retirement? When I said retirement? Yeah.
Having the children, sponsor our living.
Yes, because they're not going to let you die under a bridge. What the did you think I'm talking about?
They might. It's my job to make sure that I raise them 0 through 18 to convince them that I'm a good investment.
They could let us die in
Good investment? F you. Yeah. They're your investment, you piece of shit. They did not have a choice to come to this world. Sure. You brought them in by your choice, IVF and everything. So it is not fair to them that you guys decide you want to live the high life and take risk and live off of lottery tickets your entire life. And then when they are actually trying to get ahead in life, when it is their time, mom and dad keep coming in begging for money because they have no choice because dad's bound to the bed after 5 strokes. And then mom hasn't built a resume her entire life, so can't get a job. You know how I call out impulse spending on the show all the time? Let's be honest. Most of those aren't about needing that random Amazon gadget or drive-through meal. They're emotional spending. Stress, burnout, boredom. It all shows up in your bank account. I've seen over and over again the root of the problems can be mental health. That's where today's sponsor, Sondermind, comes in. Sondermind connects you with a licensed therapist and psychiatrist to help you break the cycle. Whether you're feeling overwhelmed, stuck, or just not yourself, they've got you covered. You can choose your therapist from the directory and meet in person or online. Plus, their app is packed with self-care tools to keep you grounded between sessions. And the best part, Sondermind works with most major insurance companies, so you're not racking up more debt to take care of your mental health. With coverage in 48 states and Washington, D.C., help is actually accessible. Stop letting stress control your spending and your life. Go to pages.sondermind.com/Caleb or click the link below to get started. That's pages.sondermind.com/Caleb. Better mental health means smarter financial decisions. So let's make this the year to change from the inside out.
I mean, that's a risk. That's a risk. Sure.
It's not just a risk. It's not just a risk. It's a reality that hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people are living in this country.
Yeah, we're living that reality. Our parents have
Exactly. So you're going to repeat the cycle of misery? That's great. That's responsible. That's healthy. No. That's mature. That's what we want. When something bad happens from our childhood, my kids should have to deal with the same bull I dealt with. I went up to school both ways.
Both ways.
Yes, that's cute, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done. Exemplary parents.
We haven't even started going through.
I know, because you guys are a joke. Honestly, that was embarrassing, and you should be disgusted in yourselves.
Probably.
Let's see if you can fix this.
No, I can't fix that. I'm going to go through the numbers, but that is just that's your worldview, and I can't fix that.
Okay,
I don't think that world is broken.
I don't even totally agree with him. And I think that this is one of the bigger problems is I have a more conventional understanding of how budgeting should work. And I have a more...
Then you guys aren't going to last. If you're completely polar opposites.
I don't think we are completely polar opposites.
Finances.
I think that he has different opinions than me. And I have... let him so far steer the ship with the money, and I don't think that we should do that anymore. I don't think
because that ship is crashing into an iceberg every day.
That's why we're here. That's why we're here.
That's why you're here. But then you fight on everything. Shut the Guys, I'm not even going to ask them their score because I'm going to be dumb. If you want your Hammer Financial score, it's free. Link in the description below. And if you want to come on this show, apply at calebhammer.com/apply.
You're not going to ask us our score?
I am going to ask one thing, though, just because people have just, like, wondered and just always asked. You know, they always bring up things because they don't know the internal process. You're coming on the show. Mm-hmm. You're getting yelled at. I'm yelling at you and giving my truthful opinion and giving some jabs. Through the onboarding process for those considering applying, were you guys informed of everything that was going to happen?
No, very much so.
And you consented to it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Multiple conversations and onboarding videos. Okay.
And you could increase it if you want to. And I can take it.
And you know the thumbnail's going to be not the most fun, it's going to be a little juicy, I guess. I don't know.
I think we need a kick in the pants.
And then another big one. Are you guys actors or are you people from the audience who just applied to come on?
I hadn't even really fully seen the show until he applied. And then I started to see the show later. Yeah,
the reason we decided to, or I decided to apply was because I promised that I would seek a financial something. So
yes.
You are a financial something. So
I mean, there was a big fight about we need to fix
there
this.
You go.
There was a huge fight about we need to fix this.
When was the fight, guys? Can you tell me how the fight went?
That one.
How did it start, and then how did it go, and when was it? Sorry, a lot of questions.
Maybe about 4 months ago, maybe 5 months ago. Basically, I was noticing that the credit card balance, one of the credit card balances, wasn't going down. And that's when the vibes were off.
And who managed that card?
So I spent money on it mostly, and he...
Was this the one that you didn't know the debt was there?
No. This is the shared card.
Okay. Go on.
Basically say, hey, I'm noticing a problem, and running numbers, and with me taking a lower paying job to be a little bit more stress free, we can't do it. Like there's math ain't mathing. We need some help.
I keep saying, well, we need to create a budget. And he says, you can create a budget by yourself.
Oh,
I don't do budget.
Guy, what are you?
And then
You have the chance for a generational change that is unheard of. And you're throwing it away.
Sure, but I'm not going to feel bad if I single-handedly don't fix the system. I can try my best. The system,
buddy,
yes.
you have the most blessed position in the system.
Sure, but others don't. So a good chunk of my money also goes to helping people who need help. Like, for example, the software agency I started in 2023.
I don't see those.
Oh,
where are those payments?
Because that was in 2023. But that's where a lot of the...
So I think you don't know what the word help means. I think you're referring to helped.
No, it's still helping. So, for example,
2 years ago,
I give out loans to my family who don't make.
Helping is making them pay you back. Okay, great.
They do pay me back, but I'm not gonna break windows.
But I would just gift it and also make sure you're not enabling bad behavior. That's a completely different conversation. But go ahead.
I think that
I don't think I have the money to gift.
You don't have the money to loan.
I do.
Oh my. Okay. American Express personal loan. You guys, I don't think I'm ever able to have a conversation with you. How many fights are there often?
No. I would
really, because I couldn't talk to this dude for more than 5 seconds.
I'm good at talking to him usually.
Is that just by sitting and not saying a word?
She needs to stay composed during the we're on camera.
I'm normally spicier.
Saying what? Are you calling your wife hysterical?
A little.
I don't know the exact definition of that word, but I don't think I'd use that word. Overly emotional, maybe. I'd use those words.
Why are you hiding it now?
I'm not hiding it. I'm being myself. He just sees me as being really emotional. I don't think that I am really emotional. I think that I am emotional, and he is not emotional.
Sure. That might be true. There's just a gap.
Isn't it
in
good to have a
emotionals.
good balance? Isn't it okay to have emotions, especially when spouses and children are involved?
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with having a little emotions. I'm not saying emotions should drive every decision-making thing.
I think that's maybe a core injury of his is that he has.
Yeah, it's a little
hard time.
serial killer-y.
No, he has steeled himself against high levels of emotion over
Why?
time.
Why?
If I knew that, I don't think we'd be having this conversation, man.
Okay, do you go to a therapist?
I do, yeah, once a week.
Yeah,
Okay,
both of
very
us go
good.
to
Both of you
therapy.
do.
Both of us have a history of complicated. Our families.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
That's like welcome to life,
Yeah.
right? Okay. American Express personal loans. Okay, $24,338.90. Wait, whoa. Oh, interest. Yeah, $165 of interest. And then you made the minimum payment. Minimum payment is $608.15. Substantial. I'm so glad you have your income because that would be insane. It is insane, but it would be horrific.
Yeah, I mean, I only took it out because I knew that we could.
Yes, what did you take this out for and when?
To cover the increased price from the ADU. Since
Yeah,
we
that
didn't-
Oh,
was kind of.
this was for the fucking mini house?
either
Okay.
that one,
The
or
little
other-
micro
one of the
dick house?
One of the other.
It's 550 square feet.
So is it even like a mini
shower.
house?
I know. I mean,
It has a bedroom, shower.
it's a bedroom
bathroom.
and it's a one
Being
bedroom,
used for an office.
one bedroom, one
Right now.
bathroom, and we were. So we applied to have it be an AS because we were waiting for zoning laws to change, and then we were going to get a kitchen in there. But then, and they quoted us out what a kitchen would cost, but then they ended up charging us 30% over the.
Well, you said
initial-
you did it during COVID. When you did it during COVID, you got good interest rates, but we also had supply chains. So like that went up.
Yeah.
Well, we
dramatically.
didn't.
So you got both.
We didn't start building.
What's the
because-
interest rate on this?
don't even know.
13 maybe. I don't know.
So even if you were in the S&P 500, it wouldn't even matter. Yes, these last 2 years, but if we're averaging it out over the, forever, it's 10%. 10%, which is great, by the way, and not slow.
I mean, I want to do better. And we had a big fight about budgeting and stuff. And I was like, I want to figure out why I'm making these choices, why
You're not
I
able to self-reflect at all?
I am able to self-reflect, and I think that part of that is even being able to see the problem in the first place. I've had I think until very recently, there was this denial of there even being a problem at all. It was, I would come up to him and talk to him about money, and he would say, I out-earn our stupidity. And then eventually that became
That's
not
objectively
true.
Not true, but go ahead.
Well, that was true, and then it stopped being true
Yeah,
after I took
it
the lower
was-
paying job and expenses
Well, I
went
think
up.
specifically the ADU or the tiny house and the new, like the company really tanked what we had built at one point. And we did have something built. We did have something built. He
Okay,
works
I'm not fighting you.
extremely hard.
Right. So this is a new occurrence, like in the past couple of years. Before then, before
Couple years is a
COVID, we
happens.
were spent a decade together. There was 1 year we went to Europe twice, and that was amazing.
I
We
love.
could afford that
Yeah,
then.
Disney World.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
and
could
Well,
afford that.
still-
Not if you
could.
didn't have a fully funded emergency fund or set up
At
for
that time, we
retirement.
did have.
It-
we
it-
did
And were you on
have-
track for retirement goals?
yes,
Yes,
I had about
ahead.
maybe 150,
And then
I
we
think,
burnt through it.
in retirement.
this-
Wait, so you've pulled from retirement?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what the 100 grand was. That's
But okay, so I mean, this is what the fights are about. Is
How often?
it usually
once a month. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Jake, how often do you fight your fiance? Is that a lot?
I mean, that's a lot.
I hear that's a lot. I'm
Once
being
a
told
month
that's
is
a lot.
But we've been
I'm
getting
loveless,
together
so I
since,
can't say.
since 2013. So I think that's a lot more.
We
than,
also have
than a lot
young
of people.
children. We have young children, and that
Yeah.
adds to the stress. And
Let me know in the comments below. How often do you guys fight? And can I watch next time? I asked them, not you guys. I'm already watching you guys. Okay, love sack.
Okay, that was stupid.
Has there been anything that hasn't been so far? $6,303.30. What? What hasn't been stupid?
All right. Anyway, moving on. So the love sack was a couch as well as a
$6,303 balance though.
beanbag thingy. That's
It's a beanbag, $6,000 beans.
No, a $1,000
we
beanbag.
didn't have room for
$1,000 beans?
It's pretty
Sacks
nice.
of beans for $1,000? What
It's
kind of
pretty
beans
nice.
are these?
You should get one. It's pretty cool.
What kind of beans?
It's not even beans, it's foam.
But it looks like a beanbag.
It's nice, it's comfy, but we don't have room for it. It's really big. And so
Where is it?
it's in the ADU.
I do use
or
it.
it's
I
in
lay
the
it
tiny
down on it.
house. It's not actually an ADU because there's no kitchen.
$96 minimum monthly payment, and then you got a couch $5,000 or $6,000? Because it was a $7,000 loan to start.
It's one of those
So,
zero interest.
$6,000 couch?
Yeah, well, a couple,
And
I didn't realize when we bought
What
the
is
couch-
wrong with Facebook Marketplace?
so
Okay,
we
Put it over Westlake and get the most expensive furniture you can find for like $5. The rich people just want it gone.
I agree. He wanted a new couch, and I wanted a new couch too. Our old couch I got for
Get a new used couch
So-
from the rich f***s,
our last,
which you could be and you're not by
our
choice.
last couch. I bought it was $180 for both couches, and I went and found it on Facebook Marketplace, and it was great. I loved it. He did not love it. He wanted a big boy couch. And so,
Is young kids the best time to have new furniture anyway?
it
well,
is
so
if
this
you're-
one you can take off the fabric and wash
wash
it, which is
it.
a good benefit.
Yeah.
and I mean, I think that better choices maybe could have been made there.
Oh, really? Are we sure? Okay. Interest free till 2030. Lucky on that. The lifestyle, man.
Yeah.
Again, the $80,000 a year, I think, is the median household income in Austin. You guys could easily live off of 100 and be better than
Yeah.
them.
I agree.
And you can invest so much and get to your goal of not having to work.
If you can show me how I can raise a family of 4 with $100,000,
yeah, should I
and
go?
not-
our debts.
have to restrict myself. Food is the biggest one. That
Yeah.
not have to restrict myself with access to food.
We're
Well, yeah, you don't think
Sen-
people eat? Are you? What are you? Okay, let me go introduce you to 2.5 million people in the metropolitan area of Austin. Who the f*** do you guys think you are? How do you think people live?
So a lot of people have assistance from the government. Food stamps. Like my family is not my.
But you're not even close to that level, and I'm not suggesting to live down to that level. I'm saying live above the median, guys, and you'd still be saving a ton. You're not willing to live above the median? Call it $120,000 a year net. You're not willing to live there? What a joke!
Maybe if we can visualize
and you're considering
what that
leaving a job?
looks like. No, my job right now is a pretty good job. If I do leave, it'd be
you're
for
good at
finding some more money. But I love my job right now.
What is this? Blue Collar's preferred 30,000. 30,000.
Yeah, so that's the credit card. The
Yeah, my credit card.
one of the.
$30,860.54. Oh, with a minimum to pay of $922. You know how to live on $120,000 a year? Not to have these minimum monthly payments that equate almost $1,500. Added up $1,500. $1,500 in minimum monthly payments. We talked about 3 cards, $1,600 in minimum monthly payments. Yeah, you're right. You probably can't cut your lifestyle down when you've stacked your minimum monthly payments up to fucking disaster level.
Well, I just don't know why
Stupid.
we couldn't have this conversation earlier. I think that
You know why?
that's-
Because you guys separate your fucking money and refuse to budget, so you have no knowledge of your situation, making it incapable of having an accurate conversation. Because you live like children. Because you're not a fucking team. You don't have a conversation when you're not a team. You are 2 unequal parts living around in the same household, and sometimes you fucking make kids. That's what you guys are.
Okay, we want to try something different. Okay, we do. We want to try something
What?
different.
Well, I was hoping you'd tell us what that difference
Trying
is.
to. You're a defensive.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
How? How do you exist with this?
I mean, I want to know, like, where I'm making my dumbest choices. I want to know.
$7,000 couch to start.
Yeah, okay.
We don't have money.
I want to know what my dumbest choices are. I want to know what some replacement choices should be. I want to know what our obligations are because I don't even fully know. Like I didn't even get to see the finances fully. I was surprised.
Why didn't you?
Because he kept saying we earn like.
Why would you hide it from her? Why do you think she's not allowed to know as your wife?
I don't think that he was hiding it.
Not hiding it. We just don't look at it together.
I think it's the same thing with my card.
All right. It's a new year, which means it's time to stop making excuses when it comes to cleaning up your finances. But let me guess, you've already got a list of taquitos to fix. Credit card debt, random subscriptions, eating out too much. I get it, but here's something you probably are not thinking about. Those old 401ks from your past jobs. You know, the ones you probably forgot existed. And you're not alone. 25% of 401ks are lost or forgotten. That's retirement money just sitting there doing nothing for you. Rolling them over to an IRA could be a huge step in taking control of your financial future. But the process sounds like death. Just paperwork, endless phone calls, and lost checks in the mail. Absolutely not. That's where today's sponsor, Capitalize, is here to help. Capitalize is a concierge service and a total game changer when it comes to getting the reins on retirement. They'll help you track down your old 401ks, even if you don't know where to start. Once they find them, they'll guide you through setting up or connecting an IRA, and they can even take care of the entire transfer process. Seriously, you don't have to do any of the annoying stuff. No faxing documents, no waiting on hold, and no dealing with lost checks. Here's why this matters. Getting those old 401ks rolled over gives you more control, better visibility, and makes your money work harder for you. Starting the year off by consolidating your retirement accounts is one of the smartest moves that you can do to get your finances on track. So stop letting your money collect dust and take the first step toward financial freedom. Visit the link in the description below or go to highcapitalize.com/Caleb to get started today. That's highcapitalize.com/Caleb. Huge thanks to Capitalize for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back into it. Well, I'm definitely going to give my take on it. I'll give you a free session with the financial advisors I use over at Domain Money. You guys get a free session too for being a part of the audience. So sit down with them. We'll hook you up with that. They're really good. Highly recommend it. Okay. No, I mean, look at this, guys. I mean, okay, plan fees for $5,204 of it, of $51. You made a payment. You got part of the minimum monthly payment goes there. Then on this $21,000, you made a little bit of larger payment, but then you purchased or added $7,067 on this card. What the possible guys?
We just run our transactions on that card.
Why what's wrong with debit in your guys' world? Because $357 of interest.
I need the layer of indirection in the cases of fraud, which does happen because of my level of income. It's just a common scam target. So a couple times my credit card info has been skimmed. Stolen.
Then why aren't you using a card that's at least 0% for now? Because you're putting this on something that is taking away $400.
Do they make 0% credit cards?
You're on one.
0% credit card? What is that?
The last one we just talked about.
Oh, that was just one of those.
It's a store card, but yes, you can get cards that are 0% for like a year or 2 years. I'm not even saying you should do that.
Get 0%. It's only I can't put stars.
Fine. What about secured credit cards?
I'm not familiar.
What about a credit card? We could do even. Let me compare this to one of our people, Fizz cards. It only allows you to spend what's in your debit account, so you can, or your checking account, so you can't overspend on it. But it's still a credit card. It's still a credit card in a way of the benefits and protections and benefits.
So if someone steals the card and spends $5 at Starbucks.
You can challenge it. Technically, you can.
Does it come out of the account so I can still pay my mortgage? Because there has been a problem where there's
you pay a mortgage on this?
No, on the bank account. That's why I don't want normal.
What do you mean? What are you asking?
If my credit card information somehow gets stolen by the waiter or whatever, whatever it is. So if they spend thousands of dollars on it, it takes time to fight these things. But
it does.
But then I'm going to.
And you can fight it on actually debit. It just takes even longer, and there's less success chances.
And it's harder. And so that's the main. That's the main thing I'm protecting myself against.
Which I get.
But the intention.
Are you using like the protective and all the security measures online and Password protectors and the monitoring services.
Yeah, just America's credit card system is insecure. Granted, it's slowed down since
our cybersecurity friends
the
maybe
card
would challenge our security, but like I think that we're mostly.
I'm not against that as a concept. I'm against you putting all your purchases on a card that is losing you $400 a month in interest.
Yeah.
$400 a month you are actually paying just to use this card. You are paying a plan fee of $400 a month just to use this card.
Yeah.
Disney Plus. Oh, that's
cheaper than
credit.
childcare.
That's
Cheaper than childcare.
And then we still use childcare.
Okay, but
Prime Video channels, car wash. Guys, we live in Austin. It's not a desert or a snowy place. You don't need a fucking car wash. Just fucking throw a bucket of water on it. It's fine. Apple, huh?
Those will be gone. Those will be gone.
Apple Bill, something Zoo, vending machine, Schlotchkes, Burger King, Netflix. Really nothing good on there right now. Anyway, Dutch Bros,
Squid Game 2?
Fetch? Oh, I heard it was okay. Yeah. Fetch, Apple Bill, Dutch Bros, Orange Leaf, Amazon, Kitty Poo Club.
Fetch is pet insurance.
Oh, I think is that the little crystals?
It's the one. It's so I have ADHD and I have a really hard time with things like that are.
What do ADHD? Sorry. It's kind of like veganism. Like every ADHD person has to tell everyone they have ADHD.
Well, because ADHD people like to talk.
Yeah,
but I assume it's playing into this story. So go ahead.
It's relevant.
It's okay. It's okay.
So I was having a hard time making sure that the litter boxes were as clean as they need to be to have healthy cats.
Yeah.
And so I decided to try this as I've tried every other different
very
things.
Expensive.
It is very expensive, but I keep the litter boxes clean, and so I think
you can't go buy litter because of ADHD.
No, that's not the issue.
You have to join a subscription plan.
The issue is the cleaning of the boxes. So you throw out the whole you just close it up and throw it out.
What about the auto cleaners and just manage it like a responsible cat owner?
So this is how I have found a way to be a responsible cat owner.
Found a way with also laziness.
No, it's not laziness.
It's a little lazy you can't set a reminder to clean.
I can set a reminder to clean and I can get distracted from it. It is not laziness.
Distracted while you're cleaning?
Yes, literally while I'm
on
cleaning.
Medication?
Now I am.
Okay, there you go. So we can go back to it.
I wasn't on medication when I was going through all of the
And you can be a stay-at-home mom successfully, and you can't focus on cleaning a litter box?
I can because I have given myself this support system, which is a product
box
that you can throw away.
Yeah,
this is the one thing you couldn't make it through at home.
It's not that much different, price wise.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
We were having cat owner conversations yesterday.
If I have
when we were going through this.
2 cat boxes and each bag of cat litter costs $40, and I'm also buying cleaner. Okay, and I do 2 of those bags a month.
Cleaner you buy in bulk. Jake buys 6 containers of cat litter each month, and it's $60 to $70 for 6 containers.
What cat litter? I have a weird cat. I have a weird cat that has substrate
Always an
preferences. I mean, this is a good excuse. I will defend that purchase.
It might be, I don't know the cat, but I'd listen to the vet over just trying to find a reason to justify this.
I don't want my cat to be unhealthy. And
I'm not saying that either.
When I had the other forms of litter boxes, I would let them go too long. I was embarrassed about it.
Unmedicated.
Yes.
And also daddy can't chip in?
He doesn't. The cats are my cats, so he doesn't do that.
Mine, everything. We don't, the cats of the house we don't even define as ours. This house is so weird, guys. You guys are not partners. No, you're not partners.
Oh, that's not true.
No.
We're partners in a different way.
In the fact that you made kids, other than that, you guys do not act alike. But you don't partner on things.
On everything. Sure, we don't partner.
The word partner. You're a couple doesn't mean partner.
It doesn't mean that it's not valid.
Yeah, there is a sense
No. You guys are a couple, but you're not partnering
we are
together.
Partners. You're wrong.
I'm just thinking of the actual definition of partnering on something like a group project. You guys don't do that. You're individual on everything. You guys are
on everything.
Divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer. What are you doing?
We're doing
you.
Me? What am I doing in what capacity?
I guess ordering boxes of cat
Okay.
stuff.
I believe that the cat litter is within our means even if we cut down.
It probably is. It's just an example,
Yeah,
guys.
I can definitely make that a priority to make sure that we keep that
Because,
because
like,
I also don't want to be.
If I
you know,
wasn't
And I
able
get
to-
it. It's
if
just
I
an
wasn't
example.
able
Same
to
with the
feed my
Spotify thing. I don't really
kids,
care.
I wouldn't buy the Kitty Poo Club. But because I'm able to feed my kids, I make that choice. So there are different layers. That is one of the layers, and I think that the health of my pets is really important.
I agree. You are acting like I disagree with that. You were just
Because
making.
you were saying you disagree.
No, you're making it sound like there's no other choice, and you refuse to have any kind of compromise. You refuse to believe that you're able to clean litter. Also, guys, income that came in from his payroll was $8,780. It did sell in $2,000, and there was ATM cash deposit of $1,000. We got up to like $12,500-ish with that. 13,000-ish. Yeah, we spent 16,550. So as long as I can put food on the table for my kids.
There's no way that's right because each week should be around 2,900.
I'm sure you like spreadsheets. Here's one. This is your literal numbers.
All
So
right, let's
shut
see
the
what
f
we
up.
got here. Where is the payroll? Okay, 87, 83.
Literally the numbers in your documents. Not really disputable. Dutch Bros, Orange Lease, South Park Meadows, Amazon, more Kitty Poo Club, Car Wash. Come on. Come on. Apple, Dutch Bros, Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
40
I
bucks a
used to be in
Pokemans?
Pokemon cards. I have thousands of dollars worth.
Used
which
to be. I see this purchase right now.
Oh, that was a hat. So I wanted to save money on haircuts.
You don't go outside. Who cares? Just take scissors to them. Have the 7-year-old do it. It'll look just as good.
5.
Maybe.
I combined their ages.
You did.
Okay, whatever. Apple, Amazon. Again, it's not the purchase I care about. It's the example. It is just the overall. We can excuse and justify everything.
Okay.
Prime Video, Summer Moon, and I love my moon milk. I lactate that. NordVPN, Apple, AirPlay. What are all these Apple charges that are just constant throughout here?
Some of them are.
Another Apple, then DoorDash and McDonald's, and then DoorDash
What are
and
the
McDonald's.
amounts on the Apple charges?
99 cents for one. That's probably storage, and then $33.40 on another.
$33. I don't know what that
Oh, the spoke is it Spokio?
Then an Apple 99 cents. Apple $11.89. Pork bun. Mind you, you're doing all this while giving the card $400 in interest just to do this. None of this is necessity so far. None of this is necessities.
Some of
But the litter is a necessity.
Okay,
for
cool.
our
So
constraints. and
the-
a percentage of the food. Sure, not the entire amount, but
okay.
some
So out of the
amount.
what was it that I said? $7,000 spent. $400 is a necessity. High fives, guys, all
I mean, yeah,
around.
I
Let's
think-
celebrate
okay.
with some fucking
If you're
cake.
doing $3 a meal per person per day, right? That's a good number.
for 12 math. I don't know.
In-flight Wi-Fi. Probably shouldn't be going anywhere right now. Can't afford it. There's the airport.
Family trips.
Congratulations. Where's your family?
Massachusetts and Dallas. So we drive to Dallas and we fly to Massachusetts.
Yeah, I don't think you're flying to Massachusetts for
I
a
am
second.
flying to Massachusetts.
Okay, then, just you.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
that's
am.
what's happening,
Just
yeah.
me.
Really?
My sister just had a child. I'm gonna go visit, and I'm taking my baby with me.
You are going to make it sound like I'm against this, but here is the thing. You literally cannot afford it. On a good earning month, you still spent $2,500
I'm not missing my.
You're not willing to do anything. Is
I
the
am
thing.
willing to
you
do
justify
something.
every little.
Well, yeah,
thing.
because otherwise
You
we wouldn't
won't
have
do
done that.
justifying the
if
things
we
that
can't
are
justify it, we shouldn't have done
justifiable.
that. But these are our justifications for the decisions that we made.
The decisions you've made of spending $2,500 more than comes in.
Yeah.
Justifications we made to give our children a future because they're
Right.
going
So
to
that's
take
why
care
you
of
should
you.
tell us which ones we should start
So
cutting.
I
everything so far.
I disagree that the trip to see my sister and her new child is
No. Was it a one time or is this ongoing? Because you say I will do this.
We go
I'm-
yearly
we
during
go
Thanksgiving
for
break.
Thanksgiving, but then my sister had a baby in December, and I'm going in January. That's reasonable. That's reasonable.
How many? Because you said I will go. If it is a one-time thing, that's not what I'm freaking out about. It's just a continued stack of the example of not stopping our
Traveling
purchases.
to see family once a year is reasonable. I will stand by that.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying when we blow all our money and we have $0, no, spending money we don't have is not reasonable. You entitled.
I disagree. It's like
You disagree?
Yes.
You think you're entitled to spend money you do not have?
Yes, that's what a mortgage is. You're in debt to the bank for whatever percentage, and then after 30 years,
A mortgage is an appreciating asset. A flight is not. You piece of shit.
Sure.
Stop trying to come up with an example that is not working.
Speculate on your
relationship-
housing, sure, but there are many people who bought houses most recently and the market cratered. And now they're negative
For
120.
example,
You buy a house for a 1-year outlook? Buddy, you don't know the first thing you're talking about. Probably shouldn't have built one.
Sometimes you're forced into selling because if you're laid off, one of these corporations.
Which is why you follow the housing method that I advocate for, only 20% down. So that if you do have to sell it on a downtime, you don't have to take out money extra.
Wait, why would that work?
Because you already have an equity position.
sure.
Never touch a house. You don't even know what 20% down means.
But you lost the money.
Don't even walk towards a house.
Sooner, I would have kept the $20,000. Granted, I would have spent it, but I would have not have to give it to the bank.
I say go visit your family once a year. I say go visit your family once a month. That's what I say. I say when you don't have money to survive, we don't spend the money we don't have. How is this a crazy concept?
I'm not
I disagree
missing
with
my
that.
family's
I
life.
believe you should be able to leverage the debt, the credit lines that these banks are
This is not
life.
the transaction to dispute. This is not it.
They all are because you don't have the money. You don't have the money.
This is not.
You don't have the money. I'm saying I want you to spend the money to do it.
Time is irreplaceable. I am not missing moments like that for my family.
I'm not saying do either,
Period.
but hey, listen, lady, you are incapable of understanding what I'm saying somehow. I don't know. Okay. This is impressive, borderline. Like my mind is like melting out of just like sheer, just like, we need to crown this moment that you are unable to understand words that are going over to your ears.
Agree. I think we understand.
Not agree. You do not understand the claim. Because I would say cut back on everything else so you can do the flight because I support the flight. Right. But if you are choosing all the other fucking purchases that put you $2,500 over your spending, no, you don't get to do the extra shit you want to do. How is that hard to understand? How are you guys parents? Good luck.
Well, you don't need a certificate to.
Yeah, but the fact they're still alive, good job. I don't know how it happened.
I actually am impressed.
Target, great parents.
We're great parents.
Great. Yeah, okay.
Great
Again,
parents.
they could be dying in poverty. If you
They're
continue
not.
this, could be. Do you know what the word could means?
Yes.
Doesn't mean right now.
Yeah.
They're going to be taking care of you guys. This isn't the acts of good parents. You guys are putting your selfish behavior
they can leave
above
us under
them.
a bridge. That's fine.
Huh?
They can leave us under a bridge. That's fine.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. This is insane. Target, Hulu, Starbucks, Tesla subscription.
Oh no.
What? What is it? It's $10. What is it?
Well, the
premium connectivity?
Yeah, but then
But
the
here's a
car is
Tesla.
$1,000 a month. So I thought, I'm not
is
sure why you didn't immediately make that.
Because I'm not at that statement.
But I thought you would
I
have the
didn't
foresight
know it was
to.
$1,000 a month.
Yeah, $950. Yeah, $950.
And then also there was the self-driving.
Yeah, the
$100.
self-driving. I've
And
been
then
writing the
also
free trials, but it's
the-
$100 a month on top. I've been trying to get rid of it. It's on my list to try to get rid of it.
Congratulations, we're choosing that over seeing our sister's newborn.
Okay, that's
Well, that was in 2022, and her sister wasn't pregnant in
Tesla
2022.
payments right now.
I mean,
Well, I can't just stop paying it.
You can sell it.
I tried,
He's
and it's
underwater.
underwater about $12,000 or $13,000.
and so
You
then
can borrow the difference, and I doubt that
He
would be
was-
$1,000 a
I
month.
tried borrowing.
Your debt to income?
Yeah.
Oh, what a mess.
But
bad. It's
that was about
bad.
6 months ago, I think. So after paying a lot of these debts down, I might get closer to loan. But I also thought about buying, a trash car and hoping a dealership will roll over the negative equity and effectively forcing a refinance. Which I've also tried.
I don't know how you guys are going to make it in life. This is
we'll
crazy,
see.
guys.
it is crazy.
But we're crazy, so
That's
That's
true.
great.
We are crazy. I'm crazy.
Hey, we're so cute.
yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
Amazon, Disney Plus, Dutch Bros, Smoke ADX Slaughter. Amazon. You guys think because you're touching each other, you guys are partners.
We are partners.
Not in the definitional word. Chipotle, Zoo, Favor P. Terry's, Target, Odd Pizza, Marshall's. Spending all of this on here just so we get the luxury of giving the bank $400 a month.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that's fair in exchange for the access to the capital. Like I consciously,
I agree that is fair.
Yeah.
And that's why you're doing it.
Right.
And if you're okay with it, then this conversation's done.
Well,
Because it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I agree that is fair. I would say don't do it. The fact that you don't give a what is the point then? What are we talking about?
We are telling you what our justifications have been over time, and they are good or bad. Clearly, maybe
I
bad.
haven't heard one good yet.
I have.
What?
I'm happy with my choice for the Kiddie Poo Club, and I'm happy with my choice to buy tickets to go see my sister and her baby.
Yeah, I'm good with that too. If you had money,
We have money for those things. We
you spent $2,500 more than you brought in.
So
you don't know what having money is. Shut the fuck up.
well then
Shut the
just pretend
$500 needs to be found
that,
somewhere else.
Right. Just pretend that $2,500 didn't go to the flights. It went to food delivery.
You just have to adjust so that those are not things I'm cutting.
I didn't fucking say that. How are you still incapable? I said do it if you cut the other and you didn't. How have you survived without being able to understand what a sentence is? Colombian Coffee, New York Times,
Oh, the
Barnes
coffee.
and Noble,
Okay,
Home Goods, Home Life. What?
the coffee.
Yeah, the coffee.
So you're gonna see more charges of the coffee. There was an
Oh,
issue. I
really?
accidentally got like 8 months worth of coffee sent to me.
So it's like what, $400 or something like that. Yeah. We'll drink it. It lasts. It lasts.
LA Fitness, Hummus Cuisine, Airport, Pizza, Article, Target, Lush Nails, Chipotle, Hudson, In Motion, Starbucks, Patreon. It's not even ours. Probably.
Patreon.
Who are you subscribing to on Patreon?
Oh, Funny Fridays.
Yeah, she's great.
She's great.
How much content
Like
does
and
she
subscribe.
upload in her Patreon?
I don't follow her Patreon. Actually, I just pay for her Patreon because I like her content, and so I
See, if you guys join our YouTube membership, we have over 1,000 hours of extra content. We have more extra content than I think any other membership that we know of.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's
So
important to support
also you
creators.
have debt. So I don't want you to support creators because you have debt and you're not living and surviving and you're going to die in poverty. What happens next time dude has stroke and can't work though? Like seriously.
Disability.
You know, it's
if I'm
horrible though.
sure, but
You're talking about cutting lifestyle, not back to 110. What are you gonna have to do when you cut lifestyle back to 30?
as far as I understand, my disability insurance is percentage based. I get 60%.
But you're not even willing to cut back to close to 60%.
If I get free 60% income, I will figure out a way because my ultimate goal is to not
You
work.
won't figure out a way.
Sure, that's true.
I have zero desire to go through the rest of this with you guys.
That's a lot.
There's important information in there.
Yeah. And not information that's going to change anything in this conversation. I have zero desire to go through this. Who has an Audi?
Oh, that's my mom. It's under my name, but she pays me for it sometimes.
That's fucking insane.
I
Yeah.
agree.
You know, it's past due.
Yeah. 2 months now.
I mean, it's affecting our.
What's our
credit.
solution here?
Third month when they repossess the vehicle. And they
And then we'll have
On
a
your
discussion
credit?
on our credit.
Sure.
You're expecting this to happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You're okay with this?
No.
I mean, I don't.
Who
really care
has
about
it again?
My mother. My mother.
And what are the conversations like? Why'd you allow her to get $1,000 monthly payment anyway? The is her income?
0.
What is happening?
She is also a homemaker.
Oh, what does he make then? The
I don't
dude
know
with
the
her.
specifics.
And you allowed? You signed? You signed for this? You signed for 1,000?
Well, she said she'd be good for it, so
Oh, so clearly, maybe that's how every bank should operate.
I mean, I think that's
Oh, you know what? They said they're good.
That is how they operate.
Don't say you fucking dumbass.
I mean, that's why they gave us.
Yeah, that's why they gave us the money.
They checked your credit.
Yeah.
You did not check her credit.
Well, I don't need to check it because it's now it's about the same as mine.
Yeah, but him, the bread earner that you're relying on, you don't know how much money is coming in.
I don't
Usually, when you apply for a loan, they ask how much money is coming in.
Well, it should be only my name, right?
No. I'm saying you expecting payment from them.
Creditor.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do a background. Or whatever.
Dude, you're such a dumbass.
I mean, yeah, sure.
I'm sorry.
That I 100% agree with. But if I channel this dumb ass in the right direction,
Which you haven't in a decade and a half, which gives me no.
I think I can make it work.
I seriously,
We just have to be dumb in the right direction.
I seriously do not want to continue this. I legitimately do not. Me, Caleb Hammer, me here, not even on the show. I do not want to continue this conversation. I have zero interest in continuing this conversation. You guys are so fucking lost in therapy together.
That's
together.
what this is.
This is not. I am not a licensed therapist. Shut the f up. I hate you. And a therapist wouldn't say that. So you guys need couple therapy.
We have been
We've
in couples therapy before.
You tried.
You
tried.
Yeah. So
I fired our last
Oh!
yeah.
Well, because
she fired the last two. Yeah.
one. I did. But we wouldn't talk about anything real. Okay, so we do want to do better. We do.
I don't think he believes us.
No, not for a single fucking second. You already tried couples therapy, then this is not gonna help.
Well, the finances and our dumbassery there is different than the dumbassery in our relationship. I don't couple those.
Oh, I hate ending it. I hate ending it early. There's nothing more that I want to do than to just end this. Like, the show in this context. I just want to be done. You guys have friends?
Yeah.
Okay, that's about it.
We do have friends.
I choose to not seek those types of relationships most of the time.
You have some friends.
Some, but a lot of people go out of their way to have additional friends. I just don't have an interest.
$4,000 on this card. $1,000 of purchases. I'm not even gonna write it down because it doesn't fucking matter. Taco Bell, Academy Sports, Home Goods, Roth Store, Spotify, Target, Goodwill, Target. 19% interest. $700 in interest accrued.
Wait, which one?
I don't know. I threw it and I'm done. Another Wells Fargo, $905 of purchases, but you put money towards this one. This one looks like that one's actually paid off. But even still, it's still $900 of spending that could have gone towards other things. Went to bin wash.
Yeah, that one is like
insurance. It looks like our quarterly insurance or biannual insurance.
What, bin wash?
No, Progressive, $824.
Oh, that's the insurance for the Audi. Since my name's on it, I have to be the. Yeah.
Insurance? How often?
Monthly?
$890 a month?
Yeah. It's not.
This is.
There's like. There's
no. We're
like
done.
Four drivers.
Okay.
And one of them is
Well done.
17.
Go sit down with the professional financial advisor that it connected you with, because this is done.
I looked for alternative
buddy,
rates.
you're done.
I
This
looked
is
for
done.
alternative rates.
This is good luck. Good luck. I'm done.
They were the only ones who provided
Shut the
even gave a rate.
Okay,
Surely we're not the worst, right? We're not.
maybe.
What flight? Are you taking a 30% interest out?
Is there 30% interest, really?
Are you stupid?
Damn, I thought
You're
it
supposed
was-
to be the smart guy. You pretend like you're smart. You're quippy like you're smart, but you're a dumbass.
This is just money. Money doesn't matter.
Why are you sitting in that seat then? Why would you apply? My empathy's gone.
To watch the financial audit post show, click the join button below.